Hi everybody, Matthew Turnage here. Well, it's been a busy 3 months for me at work. I've been working 6 days a week since the middle of January, but I had Friday and Saturday off this past week, and so I finally got to go back to the record store for the first time in those 3 months, and I thought I might show what I managed to pick up this weekend. So I'll start off with, since I usually do a lot of Beatles stuff, I'll start off with the non-Beatles stuff first. And first up, I have Deep Purple Powerhouse. Now, this is an album that of some historical significance. It was the first archive release of Deep Purple back in 1977, and it included two previously unreleased studio tracks, along with four previously unreleased live tracks. You can see the Purple Records label there. It's a pretty nice copy, I thought, and of course, it's been superseded in the CD age. All these tracks that were rarities at the time have ended up as bonus tracks on various anniversary edition CD issues, but it also has the distinction of being the first Deep Purple album to have liner notes by Simon Robinson of the Deep Purple Appreciation Society. So that's pretty cool. I also picked up Yes, Drama, and got some wear and stuff on the sleeve here, which is okay. The record's nice. If you're not familiar with this one, this is the album where Jeff Downes and Trevor Horn of the Buggles replaced John Anderson and Chris Squire, and so you get a nice fusion of styles here. I was talking with the owner of my record shop, and we were both Yes fans, and talking about this album, and I mentioned how much I love it, and one of the things I said to him is I don't think I can honestly say it's necessarily Yes's best album, but it may be my favorite because it's certainly the one I go back and listen to the most often. I should really probably do a review of it at some point. Check it out if you haven't heard it. Alright, next up I've got a soundtrack here. Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. I do like soundtracks, and I love James Horner's score for this movie. I'm a big Star Trek fan too. But what's cool about this is, when you look on the back here, you'll see the track listings for two sides, but it's a three-sided record, and it's a bit of an oddity there. It's on the Capitol Retro Rainbow label from the 80s. Sides 1 and 2 with the score of the film on those two sides. And it's not listed, like I said, on the back, but there is another record included in here. I'm having a little technical difficulties here. But the second record is really interesting because it only has one track on side 3. See side 3, and this is that track is a sort of a rock, new wavy kind of rendition of the main title theme from the film. And Wikipedia says this second disc, it calls it a bonus 12-inch single, but as you can see, it clearly says side 3 on there, and then we got a completely blank side 4 here, blank label and everything, flat vinyl. I just think that's kind of interesting. It's a little unusual. So that's that one. That's all the non-Beatle stuff I got, those three albums. And then I've got some solo Beatles here. Got Wings, the 12-inch single for Goodnight Tonight. Works with Daytime, Nighttime Suffering on the reverse. And I do like, the disco single per the label. From Paul's stint on Columbia in the U.S. And one other solo Beatles release that I picked up, and that's George Harrison's 33 1/3. This album, I really got it on CD not too long ago, and it's been kind of growing on me, so I wanted to get a vinyl copy too. This was the first release on George's own Dark Horse label. It's a really solid album from George. I like the following one, his self-titled album, better, but it's a good move back in the right direction after Extra Texture. All right, this next one is here's the Beatles. We've got Meet the Beatles. I picked this up. This is a mono copy from '64, and you can see some wear on the sleeve there and everything. But I was interested in this. So for one thing, the inner bag is really in nice shape. And then the record itself was pretty worn. But I've played it twice now. It plays great. You can see the label now. I haven't gone on Discogs and looked up the matrix numbers or anything like that, but from what I can gather from my Bruce Spicer books, this label is a West Coast second batch label pressing. The initial batches, which I understand are pretty rare, did not have any of the publishing information on it. This second batch listed BMI for the performance rights on I Want to Hold Your Hand, and ASCAP for all the rest of the tracks. And then I think those were all in January of '64, and then I think in February they revised that, because I think there were a couple other tracks that should have been BMI. And then I also picked up Beatles 6. I never really gave much thought to the U.S. albums. Really, I'm of the CD era, so for me it was the UK albums all the way. But here in the last year and a half, I've really started to appreciate these U.S. albums more and been picking up some here and there. So here's Beatles 6. This is a mono copy also. And that's all the LPs that I got. I got a couple other Beatles items to share with you, though. First, we have a 45. All You Need Is Love. Picked this up with the picture sleeve. There, the capital swirl on the 45s. So that's fun. And then this last thing that I got, my wife laughed at me when she saw I got this. She thought it was pretty ridiculous, but when I saw it there, I could not pass it up, and it only cost a few bucks. So I had to get this 8-track copy of Abbey Road. It's my favorite Beatles album, so another format to collect it in. And I've said it on some of my other videos. I know on my review of Please Please Me, for sure, I know I talked about how on the cassettes, and I've collected some Beatles cassettes, they would tend to jumble the running order to make the sides even out. Well, that was a really common occurrence for everybody on 8 tracks. They really tried to make these sides as even as possible because of the format. So hold on, you can see the track listing. They do some really funky stuff on it, like putting Her Majesty on the end of side 1. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have this. I haven't had a working or access to a working 8-track player probably since I was in kindergarten, so I know I'll probably never play this. But I just thought it was too neat to pass up. So there you go. That's what I picked up this past week at the record store, and hopefully with things getting a little bit easier at work, I'll be able to get back by a little bit more regularly and maybe have a few more videos of things to show you. Thanks for watching.